It's a Dazzler report channel 108. The channel you need to watch, or the channel you see. Except the channels you watch, the channels I see. You're not here to impress, only here to express. Today is May the 31st, 2026. It'll soon be Easter 2040. Soon be Christmas 2033, soon be Easter 2040. It'll soon be Halloween 2046. So many things will happen. Sagi Grove, summer, pretty much. Just having a nice little heat wave. It is early morning on a Sunday in the Sagi Grove, and it's beautiful. It's the first time I've been here for a while. First time I've been on a video for a while. It's been a while, hasn't it? Bombarded with stuff all the time. There's the Iran war going on. There's this, that, and the other going on. Oh man, it's just like a relentless barrage of, and these sticks, no, I didn't want to fucking sticks. A relentless barrage of information being splayed out into the ethers by mainstream media, social media, etc. I just couldn't keep up. I actually, I'm exhausted with it all, to be honest. I'm exhausted with it all. The World War 33 situation with Iran, you know. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't actually know what's going on anymore. I've kind of switched off from the what's going on. I've switched off because it's just doing my head in. I've been like this for a while now. I've been like this for a while. It's not good for the mental health to be continuously being barraged, being bombed with all this crisis, that. Every day, oh yeah, the hantavirus, the Ebola, all this nonsense, you know. It's not nonsense. You had the Tommy Robinson thing a couple of weeks ago. Apparently that was a big flop. England. You know, the Patriots. All of people are divided again. I think people are more divided now than they were before the scamdemic. The scamdemic actually, it's actually united a lot of people. At least the ones that were awake, you know. And it woke a lot of people up as well, besides. But since then, those that are awake, or are semi-awake, they've either gone back to sleep again or they're just fighting each other. That's the way it looks to me now. Everyone's like, it's just like, and the social engineers have got right in there. They know how to do it. They know how to manipulate people's minds. They know how to control people's minds. They know how to manipulate people's perception management. And they're really targeting. They're not targeting the NPCs so much, because they're running on automatic pilot. They just do whatever, you know. They get up, they go to work, they pay the taxis, they come home, watch telly or Netflix or whatever, drink the beer, eat the junk food, go back to bed again, and do the same thing. It's rinse and repeat, isn't it? Day by day. They don't have to do much with them. Not too much energy, not too much effort, I say, put into managing the NPC population. Which you could say, I mean, you could argue it can be anything between 70 to 90% of the population, can't you, you know? At least there's 30% of the population. Oh, it's beautiful, the sun here. Morning sun. It's 6 o'clock, you know? Um, yeah, you can say like 30% of the human population are total NPCs. There's no inner monologue going on. Yeah, so it's easy to whatever percentage. The majority of the people, right? It's the majority of people. Let's just say that the majority of people, the NPC population, who just go with the program. But those, and I think it's a sizable. It's a minority, but it's a sizable minority of people who are awake. They're the ones who are being targeted the most now by the powers that should not be. And they're all, I see now, I see it online, I see it all the time now, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it, to be honest. I'm sick and tired of it. All at odds with each other, all arguing all those things, you know, by design. And it's so easy to manipulate people's minds, you know. I just recently watched this video by Jason Christof called Planet Mind Control, and it just illustrates how easy it is to manipulate somebody's thoughts. You think you are coming up with an idea. You think you are coming up with this concept. You think you've just made a decision. You think you've decided something for yourself. But the movie proves to you that all the decisions they make is done by somebody else. And it's implanted into our subconscious mind. I might put the link in this description, actually, of that video. It's on YouTube. Planet Mind Control. It's very insightful. It's very educational, you know. And it only takes a minimum of 2 imprints, subliminal imprints, on an advert or a movie or whatever, to make you think of something, to make you decide to do something. It's like it shows this guy on America's Got Talent or American Idol, one of them nonsense programs. But there's a guy actually. You could say he was a. Also, he was a hypnotist, but yeah, it is hypnotism actually. It is a form of hypnotism what they're doing to us. But the guy on the stage got everybody in the audience to draw a picture of the sun, you know. He just said, draw a picture. He didn't tell them to draw a picture of the sun, he said, draw a picture. After they'd watched an introduction, a little clip, like an introduction to him. He did an introduction on a clip, on a movie, on a film, on a video before he came on the stage. And then he just said, draw a picture. And everyone drew a picture of the sun. And the reason why everyone drew a picture of the sun is because there were 6 impressions of the sun inside the video that he showed. And they weren't obvious. They were just like little randomly scattered in different parts of the, you know, your conscious mind wouldn't notice them. The conscious mind wouldn't notice them. They'd act very, very, it's like it's subliminal. They're just there in the background. Picture of the sun in the background, different parts. And he also got this guy to guess what time this watch said. He couldn't see his watch. And he guessed it right, so it's 4 o'clock. And the reason why he guessed 4 o'clock is because when he was speaking, he was using the phonetic 4. He said 4 or 5 words, which had 4 in it, like before, for, and anyway, I can't remember all the words, but he used words that had 4 in it. And that had actually, the subconscious mind picked up on that straight away. It actually said that this movie points out that the subconscious mind will pick up on so many millions of impressions in the environment. They pick up on so much that but your conscious mind only picks up on about a few dozen. Your conscious mind will only register a tiny fraction, a really, really tiny fraction of what your subconscious mind picks up on. It's what your subconscious mind picks up on that which counts, you know. And this is how they get you, actually. This is how they get you. That's why people are drinking alcohol. That's why people are drinking coffee. It mentions all that, you know. So coffee's a poison, apparently. This is sad, really, because I love coffee. But these are tools the establishment use to disempower you, you know. He talks about the emasculation of men as well. How men are always shown to be effeminate or idiots, like Homer Simpson or Dave Griffin, you know, on Family Guy and not Simpsons. You've seen it in lots of television programming. So it's called program for a reason, isn't it? The emasculation of men, disempowering men, because strong men are a threat. Strong, willful, wholesome, healthy, masculine men are a threat to the society, are a threat to the system, you know. They don't want strong men, healthy men. They don't want strong, healthy people even. But men in particular, because men are strong and they'll defend what is right and what is good. They'll defend the families, they'll defend the community, the country. They don't want that. And now the so-called, you could say, the so-called freedom stroke truth movement, which you could say is full of men with integrity that are trying to fight against the establishment. They're all now fighting each other. It's so bloody obvious, you know. It's sad, really. And the amount of fear porn that's being pumped out, and it's not consistent at all. It's just changing on a daily basis now. It's gone into complete warp speed, Project Warp Speed. You know, Trump, Project Warp Speed with his vaccine program. People are still, I think people are still thinking Trump's the hero. You know. Speaking of truth community and freedom movement. I think some people within that still believe that Trump is, there are some people hanging on to that nonsense. Well, I think, you know, bottom line, and I said this when I was in the Philippines last time I spoke like this, I want to focus mostly on self-development and self-improvement, and that's what we've got to do. Actually, we've got to focus on ourselves now. The revolution starts within our health, our mental and physical health. What we put in our body, you know, what we put in our mind, what we read, what we consume. You could say it affects everything, you know. It affects everything of what we are. That's actually the ultimate rebellion, is to become the best, just become the best possible version of ourselves. And even that is a misnomer, really, saying become the best version of ourselves. Because our pure self in its pure form is the best, you know. To become ourselves. It's to shake off the shackles of this world, you know. Shaking off the shackles of this realm, of this establishment. The world itself is behind the mask, behind the veneer of all that is ugly in this world. There is truth, life and beauty, you know. And that's the real revolution, you know. Saying we call it a revolution. It's ourself. It all starts with ourselves. We've got to work on ourselves. And by working on ourselves, it radiates outwards. It affects people around us too, you know. Oh, it's beautiful here, you know, so peaceful. So peaceful. I think that's all I want to say. I think I've said these things before. Get out into nature, meditate, deep breathe, get in touch with God and nature, get in touch with yourself, eat good healthy food, read things, read topics which inspire, spiritual topics, philosophical topics, things that get you thinking. All these things, this is the sort of stuff they don't want you to do. And your vibe attracts your tribe. There is that as well, you know. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And if you raise your vibration, you'll attract people of the same vibration. You'll attract your own tribe. Because we all need to be in a tribe. We need each other. However great or small, if it's a small handful of people, you know. Handful of people we do need each other. It's all right being solitary, but it's not easy. It's lonely, because we are by nature social animals. I like to be on my own a lot of the time. Personally, I love solitude. But yeah, I need a measure of social life as well. And I find as I'm getting older, my social circle gets smaller and smaller. I can count on one hand how many people I'm in contact with now, you know. I think that again is part of the system. They don't want people to be together. They don't want that togetherness. They saw that during the scamdemic in 2020, 2022 that we saw that there was a big togetherness. I mean, especially in 2021, the anti-lockdown marches, there was like hundreds and thousands of people marching through London. It was amazing. There could have been 1 million. It was absolutely phenomenal. People from all demographics, you know. I mean, people of all ages, people of all races, people of all demographics, you know what I mean? It's like people from all walks of life, from all over the country. And it was definitely grassroots. It was bottoms up, you know. It was from down upwards. It was grassroots. It started from the bottom. It got sabotaged. It got hijacked. Straight, you know, pretty much not straight away, but midway, you could say. But I was there for those first few marches, and it was amazing. It was incredible. You're meeting with people who were like, "We're not having this," and that type of unity. They're scared of that. They don't want that, because we could just turn this shit over straight away. We're outnumbered, but because of their mind control tactics, and that, like I said, a documentary playing mind control, it shows how easy it is to manipulate people's minds, you know. And people don't even realise their minds are being manipulated. It's absolutely amazing. It's phenomenal. I'll put the link in the description down here, you know. Planet Mind Control by Jason Christof. Yeah. They're not gonna let people unify. They don't want strong men. They don't want unified people, strong men or women. They don't want healthy people. It's coughing and spluttering. Yeah, they want Anyway, they want weak, unhealthy people, weak-minded, bad habits, and they can control. Easy to control, manipulate. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to bed now. No, I'm not really. I'm just gonna chill out in the woods for a bit, and then go home. But yeah, I'll put back on the scent as soon as I can. I don't know where it'll be, what location. It might be a different location, but the same location. It may be later on today, it might be next week, it may be next month. It's a bit random, I know. It's the first one I've done for a while, though, I know. Must be like 2 months now since the last one I've done. Down central London, the Belly of the Beast, I think was the last one. But here, this is not the Belly of the Beast. This is one of those secret little places, Not a lot of people know about this. This is London, but London's got all these kind of places, which are like got these parks and these secret little places, and also even the city itself. You got these secret streets. It's an amazing place. That's a topic for another day, though. London, its secrets. It's I think J.K. Rowling was onto something there with Harry Potter. When every time they went into London, there's all these secret streets which the Muggles didn't know about. Like in alternative dimensions, alternative realities. I think there really are. She was really onto something there. I think there really are places like that in London. There are dimensional crossover points, which the Muggles, the NPCs, are not aware of. I reckon this is one. This place here is one such point. Actually, this is a dimensional, interdimensional crossover point. It's a ley line. The energy is pretty strong here. I feel it every time. It's pretty full on. Anyway, I think that'll do for now. I will sign off and speak again another time. Until next time, peace, bless.